metal, so that when I hit the ground, my body would break. Like a b-boy ending his routine in a suicide, I landed straight on my back. Snack, cracked, 33 bones, my arms and legs fractured crooked into a swastika. But I am no Hitler, so Lord, please forgive me. I just needed to escape this gas chamber called my life. Sick and tired of having that same reoccurring dream where I would open countless fortune cookies only to find razor blades next to fortunes reading your risk's new best friend. And since I've never been good around blood, I need to find a better way. Always wanted to be an Olympic diver, elegantly falling and painting my path with the blurred twists and somersaults, like children decorating June nights with glow sticks, entering the water perfectly perpendicular and as quiet as a pin. So that fall in Brooklyn, the 6-story roof of my building became a plank, an escape exit from this pendulum of an existence, transitioning from sleep to consciousness, only to be reminded of how I was asleep in the first place. For 1 month, I did not leave that bed. I did not eat, I did not shower, I did not change the sheets. I just lay there until the mango odor of my dreams were replaced by the mildew stench of depression. Mother, what did you expect? Bringing this seed you call sun into this rat-infected concrete museum filled with wax figurines imitating human beings? They call themselves New Yorkers. If they only knew once trees were transformed into dollar bills, they could no longer provide oxygen. It's no wonder I find it so hard to breathe in this city soul. After finding courage at the bottom of my 3rd bottle of Chianti Classico, I decided to stop trying and smack. I remember waking up in that hospital bed thinking, God must have smelled the SOS of my alcoholic breath before I hit that sidewalk on Roebling Street, because there's no way I should have survived that fall. With each blink, as I slowly opened my eyes, I heard angels clap, and my chest beat fierce conga rhythms. My soul told me he rented out the 4-bedroom apartment of my heart to these catch Abraham, Buddha, Christ, and Muhammad while I was away. And apparently these crazy motherfuckers love the drum circle hasta las 15 de la mañana. Their vibrations make the crack in my bones ache in a good way, like slowly rocking a loose baby tooth back and forth like a pendulum. Drawing a smile I wear permanently on my face because I rediscovered life like a procrastinating poet who always wanted to get published and decided to inject himself with an HIV-infected needle to finally get that pen moving. So what will it take for you to finally write your great American novel? For me, it took a suicide attempt. So close to success, like bungee jumping and having a single hair graze the water. With both eyes open, I looked beneath the surface and saw God winking at me. And now I find myself continuously blushing and grateful to be alive.
It is time. It is time for another cigarette. So I stepped outside for one beautiful day, one cigarette. One way or another, I'm gonna relax. Perhaps this break will help. Oh, that's just a nail gun. My mind immediately jumped to the construction in that vicinity, and that vicinity is Fairfield Court. It'd be cliche to say it wasn't, so don't go there. Fairfield. A good way to describe the mood I was in, though. Fair. See, I forgive children's past transgressions to make room for new ones. This way, glasses always under open faucets stay half full as I'm gulping liquid forgiveness. Exhale. Smoke. As I await their arrival. The children have never brought me apples, so I'll bring seeds for them to plant. If they take advantage of this gift, trees will blossom, bearing enough fruit for the planet, if only brat with a nail gun. I'm obviously optimistic. Nail guns aren't automatic. Since when's there a need for that? But you know what? I'ma relax. Maybe it was a nail gun. I mean, it's a beautiful day, right? Observing traffic passing. Why is that car going so fast? Screeching 90 degrees, going 90 out of sight. Out of mind. Everything's fine. But faint squealings revealed to be sirens. This cruiser zooms past me. The glass I was gulping from seems to be half empty. It was headed towards Fairfield. And my coworkers trickled outside with questions to which I replied, "They shooting." I'm obviously optimistic. Thinking like, bullets are merely sonic, simply meant to send warnings, and sometimes they are, but not in Fairfield. Ambulances passing fast has confirmed me. Someone got hurt. preteen walking by, sobbing to herself, shelves my need to speak. I usually would ask, how are you? But why would I, when I already know? The victim was one of hers, but not one of ours. I'm obviously optimistic. I should have talked to her, because she knew what I didn't. She knew he was one of our children. Children arriving crying has confirmed it. When the ambulance passed back past me slowly, my cigarette finished. I shivered and flicked it and prayed that he lived. I'm obviously optimistic.
And when the sky begins to fall down on our faces, I shall dive headfirst into the ground to resurrect the fist of Cassius Marcellus Clay. With butterflies in my left fist and mumbling bees, mumbling songs of revolution in my right, my body shall levitate to the heavens with borrowed wings from slaying dragonflies. And I shall look Atlas in the eye, and as he begins to open his mouth to scream out obscenities, I shall throw 3 mumbling bees up his nose so he may learn how to breathe words that sting the strongest of souls. It is said, Atlas led a rebellion against Zeus, the king of the gods, during the Titan War, and was condemned to bear the heavens upon his shoulders. I don't know about you, but I eat titans for breakfast and digest orphic poetry through the tips of my fingers. I sweat the oceans, hold the earth within my half-eaten Adam's apple, and the sun and moon within my testicles. I speak the winds, birth creation, breathe in when it's winter, exhale when it's spring, and when I make love, love and I orgasm, total eclipses as we observe God playing Chinese checkers with planets inside of our hearts. Orpheus once warned me not to speak so fast in the presence of Zeus, for Zeus will not hesitate once to throw thunderbolts into my direction. But what Zeus doesn't know is that I've been chewing on thunderbolts and spitting out constellations since the age of 3 years, and what he doesn't know might hurt him. So I took on the liberty to send Atlas on his 30-minute break. During this time period, I traveled all over the world to carry the screams and joys of its inhabitants inside of my mouth. In the upper Sudan, a child bleeds profusely from where her eyes and ears used to be. I swallowed her scream and held them inside my veins. In Memphis, Tennessee, a little girl loses her innocence to an old bastard. I hold her scream inside of my left cheek. And in Coney Island Hospital, a mother nearly sacrifices her life to give birth to a newborn child. I swallowed their joy inside of my right cheek. When Atlas returned, I told him he was free to live his life freely, because words were the only thing needed to hold up the heavens. When we were together, she kissed my elbows and drove nails into my funny bone, permanently transforming my cries into laughter, even though the tears still felt and fell the same way. The pain ached so deep but crept back to the surface. My feelings were showcased with the words, "Feel mine," engraved in this crystal cake. She held all of our moments hostage and demanded my heart as a ransom. And like a sucker, I ripped it out and handed her on a silver platter. And she left me with exactly what she told me she would. The memories. But without her, what am I to do with these? I might as well be Questlove, because now I'm gonna bang one of these sticks on my eardrums and pound out the roots of her still lingering in me. What am I but an existentialist? A lonely being filled up with and surrounded by nothingness, so who's gonna save my soul now? With no mate, how can I become whole now? On the last one to lay my rusted soul down, I threw myself out to a pack of wolves, praying that we could take my cause by ripping every ounce of me to shreds, ending my suffering. But they just held me within that brown-eyed gaze, turned their backs and trotted away. No questions asked, no tears dried, no closure. What drove it to this, and why wasn't she on the passenger side? I could make excuse for her if she was on the passenger side, but this chick, she know how to drive. Trapped within the melody of her high beams, I stood from me strong as she came to me full speed. I remember our last kiss. It only lasted for a split second. The cold, hard grill of her neck truck and my lips connected like mountains of black clouds browed as one branch of lightning trickled down. She put my life on mute, and even worse, couldn't hear a sound.
Yeah.